Welcome back, my captive audience. This is Primus. Today I'm going to be doing another episode of my Let's Play. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I'm really excited to get going. I have some very big plans, and I think you will enjoy a lot of it. And so, it has been a long time. I apologize, even in my medieval videos and everything. It's been a huge gap. And you may notice in the sound quality that it is a little bit different. Hopefully it's cleaner and better. Not sure. I was having some static on my last microphone and it eventually gave out. And you may have noticed it gotten worse and worse over the last couple months. And yeah, it was just really bad. So, I think that is all fixed. I have a new microphone. I have the Blue Yeti now. I'm not using the Turtle Beaches. And yeah, I have actually done quite a bit of work. So, if you're new, welcome. This is my Let's Play. I know probably most of you don't even know what my Let's Play is because you haven't seen it. Now, it's very cool. I'm going to give you guys all a world tour just because if you're new, obviously this is all brand spanking new to you and you have no idea what's going on. If you're old, I have done a lot of changes and you probably don't recognize the place. So, here we are. This is a future site of a project that we will be working on, maybe even this episode. Yes, this is my base. It's kind of a floating thing pinned to the side of a mountain. Oops. I started out over there across the place. That's where I did my first caving. I've got some signs here trying to tell me what to do. That is my very inhumane sheep pen. Here we are on this. If you're new, or if you're old actually, I've expanded this walkway a ton. I've changed up the windows here. I'm running the Optifine mod with these things. I use Optifine just so I can get the window space right, get rid of those block bars. Inside, as you can see, I've changed the floor to some clay and some water. I'm not sure how I like it, just because space constraints, but you guys can give your suggestions. This is my enchantment table. 30 levels. I've done quite a bit of enchanting. I'll show you my collection later. But yeah, you can see we've decked out in some diamond gear. I have a diamond helmet. Other than that, though, we got ourselves an anvil in here. This is our automatic furnace. It'll smelt our stuff, other stuff, gold, iron ore, all those goodies. You can see I'm smelting some hardened clay right now for a future project. Right here is our crafting table. Very nice. I'll just show you the furnace wiring real quick. Right down here, it's pretty simple. This is one of the first designs to come out. This is actually really pretty old of a design. Yeah, so that is the furnace wiring. We come along in here again. This is my storage room. Got lots of stuff. This is where my bed is right now, and then we got rails here to keep monsters and especially tracking zombies out. And this just wraps around to the other side of the mountain. And right now, I'm actually going to go back. I'll show you. Again, that's where our future project might be. I want to go in and landscape all of this because I want the cliffs to be right up against the water. So what I want to do is I want to actually take out this chunk of land here. We'll be working on that a little bit. This is some of the wiring for the crafting table. Down there is the furnace. Over here is what I want to put in a future brewing room. Right now we just kind of have two brewing stands here. I've been making some potions. Mainly I've been making the fire resistance potion so I can go caving. I'll show you. Let's go in here. I'll show you basically where I'm at in terms of resources. So we've been to the nether. Quite a bit of quartz, obviously. All this really good stuff. Plenty of junk as well. Loads and loads of hardened clay. I love using that stuff now. Not doing so well in terms of glass and this other stuff. Lots of seeds, paper. We're doing pretty good. 46 diamonds, 10 emeralds. Plenty of other good stuff. Redstone, we're doing good. Plenty of wood. I'll show you we're in excess of cobblestone. I actually need to figure out what to be doing with it. Lots of smooth stone. All this stuff. Okay, you can see this is a really good sword of mine. Sharpness 3, knockback 2. Right now I'm just using a bane of arthropods. Then we have our respiration 3. This is like my clay mining helmet. Down here we just have some used tools. We have 2 fortune picks. They're both efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, fortune 3. Very, very nice. Of course, down here we have some splash potion of weaknesses. I am planning on getting villagers from zombie villagers. Lots of nether wart, potions of fire resistance. Again, this is what I've been using for caving. If we come along here, I can show you the rest of my base. There's not a whole lot here at the moment, but it is quite nice. Up here is the tree farm. And this is still under construction. This is one of my current projects because you can see the roof. There's a bit of a gap there and it's pretty looking unfinished. We have a nice window wall there. And if we come out here, we have this dome kind of thing. This is probably the biggest change that you old people who followed my channel before don't know about. So the dome, what I tried to do is build some hexagonal forms into a sphere, which made out of cubes does not exactly compute. A little bit interesting there. Up here we have a future entrance to the base. I think this is going to be like the back entrance. We have a little overview of the tree farm there. We have this nice little bridge or walkway, whatever you want to call it here. Still need to figure out how exactly I want to get up here. I'm debating whether I want to put like a piston elevator or just a staircase, but right now we have a pile of dirt and we can't even really get up here super well. You kind of have to shimmy your way up here. So yeah, nether, we have not done too much in the nether. I'll show you what we have. I do have contact with the main part of the nether, which was a huge pain for me because I had to dig through a ton of stuff. But we can come right through here. Eat me down some pork. And yeah, so you can see we're spawned in one of these caves, which is a painful experience. And then down there is the main part of the nether. I haven't built anything in the nether yet. I don't plan on building anything in the nether for a little bit. We will get around to building a nether hub to different parts, such as a swamp, a desert, all that good stuff. The real resource-rich areas of the map, I would like to call them. And, you know, I think that's about it in terms of the world tour. There's plenty of places I've explored. Let's go. We can go fetch a map. I've explored a lot. I'll link a little thing to the playlist so that you can check out the rest of my series. We started on a different world, just FYI. So don't expect me to be going. This is episode 14, I believe. But I think this is only like episode 6 on this world. So as you can see, I have mapped out a ton. This is the largest size map. And we're on this little bit of a peninsula here. So yeah, pretty straightforward. All that good stuff. And we'll just throw that right back in there. So, what do I plan on doing today, you might ask? Let's go to sleep real quick. I'm like typing in the time set command. I'm so used to creative, and I actually have not played survival in a little while. I've been getting back into it. I have been playing a little bit with a friend of mine on a private server of mine. That's been fun. I might give you a tour of that eventually. So, what I plan on having here is I kind of want to have a suspended base in the air, and this is where I want all my farm, or all my like, mob farms to go. I've developed this thing I like to call the second moon system, which basically is a giant mob farm for zombies, skeletons, creepers, and I think some spiders go in there too. It works really well. It's pretty simple to build, pretty resource light. Well, technically, you just need a bunch of blocks. There's no redstone-y bits. Pretty straightforward. However, I do want to build that over the ocean so that we don't have mobs spawning here. I want to get the maximum mob spawn possible. So that's going to be one of the first destinations in our nether hub. Here, however, I want to start to build an iron golem farm and a just a villager farm, I guess you could call it, for trading and stuff. So I think that's what we're going to begin to work on here today. So we're just enchanting another shovel here. Just gonna put 12 levels on it. Let's see what we get. Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 2. That is way better than I hoped for. Let's get back to it. So just a little bit of a progress update. This is kind of the style I'm going for. Obviously I need a little bit more glass, all that stuff, but I want to integrate water and all this cool flowing dynamic stuff into my structures. As you can see, try to do a little bit in there. I think it brings out a lot, and so I'm having these things run all the way down. Obviously I had to dig like little holes here just to keep it from spilling all over the place. Once I dig all this out, I want to make this all like ocean, bring the ocean in like way up to these cliffs. It'll sink right into the water, and I think it'll look really, really cool. I'm not sure if I want a railing of glass panes. I'm not sure whether that'd be like too much glass or something like that. But yeah, so I'm going for kind of like a spacious, very almost modern-like design. You can see we don't even have supports here. I do want to build a second tier, and that second tier I think is where I want to have the branch that will go off to the separate mob systems. Again, we'll have like a villager, an iron golem one and stuff, and I want to have water kind of flowing throughout the entire structure. And so this is going to be a little bit of an interesting experience, especially for me. And so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll meet back with you in a little bit. Well, isn't that something? That right there is, I think, going to be our mob system. Oh, shoot! Hello. Alright, I'll take you guys up there right about now. So yeah, I worked a while on this, actually quite a while. I think it came out beautifully though. I tried a bunch of different designs. And yeah, this is what I came up with. So, we got this nice bridge here. I decided to ditch any idea of a railing. I was going to have like a glass railing, and then decided it wasn't right. So I still need to figure out a kind of lighting system. Right now I just got some torches hanging around. Right here we got a balcony. I think I just want to leave this open and stuff. Obviously, like once we have all this dug out, it'll look a lot nicer. We have these nice elegant staircases coming up. Again, a lot more water up here as well. And then off of these little bridges and stuff, we'll have mounted the mob farms and stuff. Maybe off of here, maybe even in the middle. Yeah, so that's the idea. We're just going to have a bunch of mob farms everywhere. We might even decide just to stick second moon system, like the huge multi-mob farm right in the middle here. Maybe like not even bother moving it out to the ocean, just stick it right in here. I think I want to have the iron golem farm on this side, villager farm on that side, just because I think the villager farm is a little bit smaller. Now I am a little bit worried about hitting that mountain. So that's about it for this thing. I think it came out beautifully. I love this thing, and I want to be doing a lot more with it. I think that came out really well. Some of the sides, I left these two sides. I only put staircases on these sides. I think it looks better that way. That way we don't keep a totally like circular kind of shape. Get a little. We have the symmetry in there on both sides, obviously, and then I just think this thing looks great. Lots of orange clay. I used it as highlights, as like, I don't really know how to explain how I used it. I think I went through like 2 stacks on this, so not too bad. I actually had to go glass mining. But other than that, I think we're gonna take a break on that, hold that off, because I think we have more pressing matters, such as food. This is my last pork chop. I've since taken down all my wheat farms and all that because I'm trying to get organized. I also want to start working on the landscaping here, and I want to do a little bit on that side too. I'm just going to leave that creeper crater. So I'm just going to have to dig it out later. So I might also want to start putting in a few more entrances. I need to figure out this staircase. For this staircase, I think I actually want to do something similar to what I did there. I think I want to ditch the piston elevator idea. Just go with the staircase. But I think what we should work on now is right over here. I want to start building some automatic farms. And so, because I am desperately low on food, and I think a good place to start would be melon. So I used to have a wheat farm in here, right behind here. I kind of want to clean it up. And by clean it up, I mean get rid of it and replace it with a melon farm. I want to start putting pumpkin farms. I'm actually going to dig out this entire wall. And I think we can start here. Yeah, we'll start there. Go a couple blocks back. I'm just going to dig this out, and then we'll see what farms we want to put where. All that kind of good stuff. I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, so I've got all the materials I think I'm going to need to build an automated melon farm. I'm going to take down some of these torches here, place them a little higher up. Now, I made this design in a creative world. I think it's pretty common though, so we're just going to lay some dirt down here. And some, let's use some cobblestone up here. And it's going to be pretty dirty, not very nice looking. It's just going to have to get the job done. Nothing fancy. And yeah, I do have water buckets. Perfect. We are going to put a hopper right here. Or rather, a chest with a hopper. Let's see. Alright, so we're just going to jump up here. Place that. There we go. We need to place this row. And oh shoot, I actually forgot to bring a hoe. Let's just make one real quick. Thought I had everything, guys. I thought I had everything. Okay. Now, oh, I should have hoed it later because we need to place redstone. Where's the rest of my cobble? Oh. There you are. And we place the redstone all along there. Now, let's just replace this with cobble, just so in case the creeper comes by, we don't get screwed. Oh, wait. I did this wrong. Man, did I do this wrong. Okay. Take 2. Because the melons need to grow here. So we need to put the chest there. And we can put the hopper there. Yeah, this is right. And how it's gonna work is basically when pistons push a pump or a melon, it's just gonna give way and turn into melon seeds, or not melon, but melon slices. And it's super inefficient, and the idea is that we just basically have to overpower the inefficiency through just constant production. And I'll get to that in a second. You will see what we are gonna do here. I think it's gonna come out really well. We're gonna put some lights up here like so. Perfect. And I need to put some redstone on this side. Perfect. Now let's just plant these guys real fast. Right. We need to bone meal these. Boom, 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 boom. And you done. You done, right? You done. Okay. Shoot. It's coming nighttime. Alright, let's just do this real fast. Because how I want to set this up is just so it collects automatically like every so often. I want to hook it up to a daylight sensor. So that every day and night cycle, so like every 20 minutes in real time, it will update and push all the pistons, collect my melons, and they'll go down into that chest down there where we can collect them. So how do we want to do this? Oh, we might actually need a repeater. Alright, I will sleep, rest off the night, come back with all the necessary materials, and we will get it together. So I have gathered all of the new goodies, and I also took the liberty of digging this shaft to the surface, and I will show you how I plan on using this. Let's just hop right here. So here is my idea. Oh, did I make this one too close? Oh, we can test it out. Alright, so my idea is, instead of using like repeaters and all that stuff, is to use a comparator so that when the sunlight is equal to... Yeah, I did build this one too close. Alright, let's just move this over one. And I can... Alright. My pick's about to break. I have to do some more enchanting. I have been pretty conservative about exploring the nether because I'm not exactly sure what they plan on adding in the 1.7 update. I'd rather be open-minded about it. And so in case they add any cool nether features, we still get those. And of course I've stopped exploring. I want to get all the new features. Obviously we've explored a lot already, but oh well. Okay. Now if I am correct, this should work. Oh, we need to invert it. And that should do it. So with that, actually no. To explain this right here, what this is doing is it's basically saying as long as this is equal to 15, because that's the strength of this signal, so every day at noon this thing will get triggered and we will have fresh pumpkin or melon. Yeah, melon. And the cool thing is that we can hook this up to pumpkin farms, carrot farms, whatever you want to hook it up to. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna call it a night here. It's getting a little late for me, and I think this episode is actually getting a little bit long. So with that, give me all your feedback. I mean, I am loving the reoccurrence of this series. I'm loving bringing it back. Tell me what you think of it. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you guys next time.